Hey, BS Discover, how you doing? Guess what? When you cultivate, changes do come. When you achieve, once again, changes do come. Even when you slightly bend over and don't stand up straight, changes do come. Do you recognize the change? Do you recognize the change in you? Even though you may bend over. The change is, first, you have to observe part of why you cultivate. And once you observe, you are able to demonstrate off of what you observe. Now, what you demonstrate is what you got in you, which creates change. You're either going to change in a good direction or change in a bad. But our goal is to change in a good direction. And one of the things that you may learn in life is that we all go through different doors. And them doors open up different areas. Whether you're going to the first, the second, or the third door. Now, how many times you went through one door and you had enough, like, oh my God, I can't do it. But the stir up was not to make you lean, but it was to keep you above, because they knew there will be something for you in the end that will be good for you. But you have to get there. And what was stirring up inside of you is what you have inside that cultivate, that allow you to push forward, to move forward, to know more, to want to know more. How many times have you gone through that first door and it's been good? Then you may try the second. But then you start to lean a bit. Yeah, I don't want to go to that third door. I don't want to go to a third marriage. I don't want to go to a third college. I don't want to go to a third job. But all them things were to make you better than what perceived to be, because it had more in you, the inside of you that were able to win, was challenging you inside. It's a battle. You can do better. You can do better. I see what's coming your way, but you can do better. Have you been there? Have you said, oh my, I'm tired of trying to save. I can never save. I can never do it. But inside of you, every time you're trying to do it, and eventually you see yourself saving. And the obstacles get in the way because only the inside of it. And people see that. And when that aura begins to glow, you're going to have competition. And in that competition, if you don't learn how to cultivate to a point that you want to achieve, I want to take in more. I need to research, I need to find what's good for me to make this good. Let's say you're going into a second, third relationship. Things don't work out. And you're looking at yourself and say, it's a choice of people I pick, or it's maybe me, or maybe some outsider that came into. But if you take the time and cultivate and observe people's behavior, your behavior, So the fourth time around, it gets better. Why are you giving up? There's people that give up. I don't understand why you're giving up. When it allows you more time to grow, because each one you learn something different. It's not one is the same. You cannot tell me two relationships were the same. It's impossible. Or two of the females or two of the male was the same. It's impossible. Somebody had to have something different about them. Whether it was the eye color, the hair color, how much money they made. Did you learn how to cultivate? Did you learn how to take things in? So that when things seem to be like it's odds are against you, really, the odds are for you. Do you question why things happen? Do you question maybe I missed something? Did you question maybe I didn't make the right choice? What kind of things and avenues, makeups, doors, allowances that we all go through? Now, the biggest allowance I see with myself, and I say allowance because as men, as women, a man you have a lot of men that hate to see a strong woman. It is his mission to be stronger than her. But there's a lot of women that are strong, but have you given up? Do you boast about it? It's just in my nature. It's nothing that I know that I carry unless I'm already well in the higher rank. But if I'm getting there through observations, through these doors that they're trying to close to save their own family and friends, or even their own women friend. But it can't be you because you're not going to make the same choice. I'm not going to allow you to get away with what you've been getting away with. You've been getting away with this too long. Somebody got to stop you. And that's where you have different ties, whether it be political, business, families, and all, just falling down. So one of the things that I like to cultivate is learning how when you help family, you help them, but you give them the same help you would give another individual. There's no extra, there's no special needs because I'm family. Listen, go around the back door and go get all you want. Then I have not become better than who I am. I should know better and do better. But you have a lot of people that have them jobs or them grants or them programs that can bring you up, but you bringing your family up, then bringing the individual you're supposed to truly bring up. I can introduce my family, but I can't break no doors or no red tape for you. Normal friends. Have you learned to cultivate? Do you understand what it is to have your means and to be better than the choices others have made? Not that I feel that I'm beneath what you want me to be when it comes to being above in my thinking and how I perceive people. You may think I'm beneath. Then what is above me? Therefore, you don't see me in that position. But you see your family, your friends, you see yourself. But then how you given the power to make change when you can't even make change for another who you don't even know? Because you don't know that individual. You have to learn that individual. Already you done made a label. It's this way or that way. It's not going to be this way. But you ought to test every man because everybody has something special in them. Now, what's best for you in this position? I'm not to question you. Everybody makes sacrifices. I know I've made a couple of sacrifices. Maybe not the sacrifice you expect, but I've made sacrifices to get certain places. You got to make sacrifices. Sacrifices will change. Whether it's good or bad change, and we all got something in us that we want to change. Whether it's decision making, it's something that we all want to change. It's never have to be negative, but how do I make better decisions that will allow me to get in a better position and not be held for the position I am in? Because we're all at a learning turn point. That's what the change in life is all about, a learning turn point. And a lot of people don't know how to let others learn and receive that turning point. They're so quick to judge about what you got on, what you're wearing. But I may be relaxed today, but trust me, I could wear a suit tomorrow. But I'm relaxed because of the things that I got to do. When I don't have to be in a suit, but when I need to be in a suit, I show. And usually when you get in that position, your whole wardrobe or whatever seems to just go well with that position. If I'm not wearing a suit, there's a certain shirt I will wear and just a pants, or it depends on whatever position you're in. Will it affect how people see you? Because people don't know money changes people's mind. Money cultivates you in a different direction. But money also makes you when you're unique and on your own. As you uniquely make yourself. And understand, I am unique. But first of all, do you know how to cultivate and allow change to happen? And I come to you about change because a lot of people seem to forget that we all need to make change. And I may come video, but it's not the same video, it's not the same words, nor the same releases. But if I have not allowed people to be themselves and not let it bother me, I could not make change today and sit here and talk to you. Because whatever happens across from me, around me, doesn't affect what you and I are meeting eye to eye on. And that's understanding how to cultivate and make change. 2025 is coming in. Let's make that change. Start to cultivate, start to observe. And it's mostly about what you can do. You and your family could be in the same position, but they're going to have to fight for it. And that's one thing about my family. My family's a competitive family. So competitive to the point that we're competitive against each other. It may not be a choice of mine, but it's their choice. But it don't mean that I cannot combat it or you cannot combat it. But the first thing you have to do is cultivate, observe, and make change. Until next time, be as discovered. Go out there and discover this new discovery of 2025 already. They are not on all